Hey folks, we're here again. We want to apologize.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Last week on the show, we had announced that due to the actions of one Griffith,
God.
we were distancing ourselves from his Band of the Hawk, but reclaiming the name. We did let it slip that we thought the name was cool. And we are sorry for saying that, because it's not cool what Griffith does.
And we do not condone the new Band of the Hawk, either.
We don't condone any actions taken by any bands or hawks.
We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry.
Yeah, we thought we were, taking the piss out of it a little bit, but we were just being insensitive. We're sorry. This sincere apology.
We've been informed that the word atrocity has been floated with all this stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and
it's been a really hard time. A lot of soul searching between us.
Yeah, and I just want to mention that we've changed a lot since we made those comments.
And I would like to apologize for saying Griffith did nothing wrong last week.
Yeah, it turns out he did many things wrong.
At least 3.
That we know of, yeah. Because again, I want to stress that we do not know what he does wrong, just that he will in fact do something. But we are keeping the name, we're reclaiming it. It is not cool, but we are reclaiming it.
Yeah, we're going to continue using that name.
And we will not be taking suggestions for a new name. Thank you.
This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. For more great podcasts, head over to bigheadsmedia.com. Hi there, folks, and welcome to The Pod of the Hawk. It's a Berserk podcast brought to you by us at TV Tuners. I'm your host, Swanson.
TV Tuners.
With me, as always, is my co-host and...
Please don't say pedophile.
Please. You knew it was my thought. You knew it was the thought in my head.
Swanson has hand on the trigger.
My co-host and...
Noted pederast.
No, and little
Dead
prince
child.
who's little prince who's destined to be murdered. Stairmaster.
Oh, why doesn't Daddy love me?
You'll never know. Yeah, it's a child murder right up front in this episode.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff, man. Haha.
It's, real Assault on Precinct 13 hours.
And with us, as always, of course, our other host, our other co-host, and flashback to traumatic childhood moments, Kyorain.
Other child who died.
Yeah, I'm just going to explore some backstory here. Lots of stuff goes on.
Let's talk
Things
about
are
our
pretty
feelings
jaked up.
in this cave.
And I'm just going to tell all this stuff to Guts, because he deserves it.
And Kyo, I hope you don't
He
mind,
deserves
but I
it.
am going to take your clothes off real quick, because you have a fever, I gotta keep you warm.
Well, are you at least going to cuddle with me?
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's why I'm not just taking your clothes off to look, although I will be.
You will? What the hell?
Yeah, I'll be going
I
like,
thought you were like a nice, clean gentleman.
I'll be going like, huh? Dick dong.
What's this? Hey!
Whoa.
That's what Guts said off screen, by the way.
Yeah.
Do
Hey.
you think Guts has ever seen a woman nude prior to that moment?
No.
Probably not.
He's seen plenty of men.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, his entire childhood was just all men.
His only
all
sexual
day.
experience was Donovan.
Yeah.
No,
Not in this
I don't know
anime.
what you're talking about.
Technically, no. Not in this one. He's had no sexual experiences. He just doesn't like to be touched.
That clearly wasn't that first nightmare he had with the demon holding him down. That wasn't the implication at all.
Nope. Perfectly fine. Anyway, welcome to another exciting edition of our Berserk podcast. We're chugging along, making progress, really. We're 4 episodes deep now.
And the podcast. We're on episode 12 now in the show.
Yeah, for about halfway through the show itself. But hey, we're recording this on All Hallows Eve. It's very spooky. We have a special guest with us.
Is it Pumpkin?
No, we sold
No,
him
it's even
off.
better. Well, it's kind of pumpkin related.
It's true. Usually he's introduced with a bunch of pumpkins around.
It's Michael Myers.
What?
Yeah, there he is in the
Whoa, whoa,
corner,
whoa.
just
Have
sort
a
of
seat.
watching.
Have a seat, Mikey.
He's not
No.
moving.
He's not sitting
Why
down.
isn't he sitting?
He's just staring.
Yeah, he's
Well-
over there in the corner, just sort of staring at us.
Oh my god, guys. Okay, is this who's that? Who?
That's
It's
Michael
Michael
Myers.
Myers, Keo. What more can we say?
Okay, can you explain how Michael Myers is here?
Well, how else would he be here, Keo? It's Halloween. He escaped from a mental institution, and now he's here.
Okay, I have to go.
No. You're contractually obligated to stay for the
Yeah, you have to be here.
until Swanson
Well,
says
just-
it's over.
Just because I drank that coffee, I have to.
Yes,
Yes, correct.
the contract.
We all get one sip of the coffee, and then we record.
Don't worry, just standing there. And it's like, what? He's going to come over here and kill us?
Yeah, I don't even see a knife on him. He's Keo. He's 60 plus years old. What could he possibly do?
He's looking at us.
Well, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Okay, is he a guest on the podcast?
Yes,
Is
he's
he
a guest on the
Of course
podcast.
he's our
Okay.
esteemed guest.
He's our most famous get.
Keo, this is big for us.
Did he watch Berserk?
Well, we tried asking him.
Yeah,
He didn't
I mean,
answer.
yeah, I was like, "What do you think of Guts?" And he did sort of look at me like with a quizzical look.
Why
At
is
least I
he?
think it was
Why is he
quizzical.
on the podcast? What is he going to contribute to the podcast?
He's a celebrity, Keo.
Yeah, this is the biggest get we've ever got. We tried to get Rob Lowe on the one time, but that didn't work out.
Okay, can he talk? Can he talk? Can he talk?
No.
No.
As far as
Listen,
we know.
look, how are we going to survive this?
What do you mean?
Well, we're surviving it right now. I don't know
We'll
what
just
you're so
record like
worried
we
about.
always do. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's right there.
If he has anything to say, he'll say it. If not, we can just edit out the part where we introduced him and pretend there is no guest.
Exactly. Wait, where'd he go?
Oh God!
Well, I guess that solves that.
Oh no, he's
do you think
he's over there in the kitchen. I think he's making a sandwich.
Okay, so
He's still staring at us.
So he's just an actor playing Michael. Okay.
No, I think that's Michael Myers, Keo.
I mean, as far as I know, it's Michael Myers.
Okay, I guess he eats now. Okay, whatever.
Well, I don't know. He looks like he's making a sandwich. He grabbed a knife. That's what when I grab a knife, I'm usually making like a sandwich.
Oh,
Maybe
we should have asked our audience to email us questions to ask Michael Myers
Oh yeah.
last week. That would have been
Could have been
stuff.
Well,
I didn't
this
know
came
we were
together
even-
pretty quick, so we really didn't have time to do all that.
But if you have questions,
Yeah,
yeah, come
anything
on,
you want to ask Michael Myers.
or us,
Hashtag Ask Michael Myers.
or us.
I
The
I think
TV
Stairmaster is trying to lead you into the next portion of the intro, Swanson.
But I don't know. What could he possibly mean by this?
Perhaps if the listeners wanted to contact us.
There might be some kind of method for them to contact us to ask us.
What you mean if they had like a question, a quip, comment, foresight, otherwise?
Yes, we really need some foresight in these times, folks.
Well,
yeah,
send them to us.
Are we all going to be massacred here tonight?
Just one guy.
That'd be good to know. Yeah, he's just one guy, Keel. What could he possibly do? It's not like he's killed a mob of people before.
Oh, he hasn't?
No, he has.
Multiple times, actually.
I was saying it's not like he's killed a mob of people before, like sarcasm, Keo.
Yeah, if you.
So you're being sarcastic about the fact that we're all going to die.
We're not going to die. If he was going to kill us, he would have killed us already.
Yeah. If anything, evil dies tonight, Keo.
Well, don't say that around him. You might get the wrong idea.
Oh, he did sort of look over here when I said that.
Anyway, go back to the kitchen. It's fine.
If you have a quip, comment, question, foresight, or otherwise, you can send it to us at our email address, tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email, Keo, Ryan?
tvtunerspodcast@email.net.
That's right. Yeah, you send it to us and we'll read it aloud on the pod. Like this one that I got from Geo. It says, "Back, Swanson, back in time. Fellas, the time hole is getting dangerously unstable. Whoa! Get back! Get back! We can only pull one more thing through the time hole before we risk multi-dimensional collapse. So should we bring back 3D Doritos or a gentle and naive sense of optimism for the future? Quick, damn you! There's no time!" Geo. Okay.
Let's talk about 3D Doritos because...
Well, I got bad news for Geo. They're already back.
Yeah, it's almost like we can only live in the past. A constructed version of the past.
Can you explain that to me? Because I thought all Doritos were in 3 dimensions.
Yeah, they are in 3 dimensions. They're like brackets.
No, these are like puffed up Doritos.
Oh.
Like, you've ever had a bugle, Kiorain?
Like the sharp things you put on your fingers? But
imagine if you closed off the little thing, the little like hole, and then puffed it up, and that's what a 3D Dorito is.
Is it as bland as a bugle?
No, it's better.
Is it better?
Yeah, I mean, I've had them before. They're pretty okay.
So I guess if you just put enough salt and Dorito dust on it, anything will be tasty.
Yeah, true.
I'd like to taste new Coke. We should use a time hole for that.
Yeah, true. Because here's the other thing, Keo. We're gonna have to, or Geo rather, not Keo. We're gonna have to. We're not gonna be able. 3D Doritos are already back. We can't bring that back.
And we're not gonna be able to bring back naivety.
Yeah, sorry. The naive sense of optimism, it's gone forever, Geo.
Why do you think people are making so many multiverse movies? Because our timeline's a dead end.
Even with the power of time travel, we can't revive that.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry, buddy.
All right, so I guess we're bringing back 3D Doritos.
No, I mean, I'm picking a third option, and I mean, New Coke's a good one. I had, you know what? I remember these mainly because The Simpsons were always on the package of them, but Butterfinger, like BBs, those would be good to bring back. Those little, like, Butterfinger balls.
Also, they're like sort of like Bunch of Crunch, but for Butterfingers.
Yeah.
So we're only bringing back products.
Well, what are you going to bring back? Like a dead family member?
Yeah.
That is so you.
Yeah, jeez, Keo.
Bring back Uncle Scott.
He's so sentimental. That's what I like about Keo.
Trying to live in his personal life when we're trying to talk about consumerism.
Uncle Scott has his own, well, he had his own boomerang.
Yeah? Is that what killed him?
He died of fire.
Oh. Well, close.
Yeah, he threw the boomerang
over
went into
over a torch and it came back.
Yeah, that'll get you.
And he had all these expensive flammable oils on his dresser.
As was the fashion at the time.
It's true.
And they ignited, and he was trying to like put the fire out, but he inhaled too much smoke, and poor Uncle Scott.
So you would bring him back before this, obviously?
Yeah, I'd bring him back like in his prime. I bring him back like, I don't know, his early 20s, and he was at his healthiest and strongest.
Oh. Could I bring myself back when I was younger?
Why?
To have a do-over?
I've turned 30 now. Bring me into the... Bring like 20-year-old me forward.
I'm so sorry.
I'm going to bring back 20-year-old Swanson and then have him fight 21-year-old Swanson.
That would be fun.
Ooh. I'm pretty sure
21-year-old Swanson will be drunk for the fight.
I don't think I want to bring back 20-year-old me. I think that's when I broke my leg. I think 21-year-old me would easily wipe the floor with crippled 20-year-old me.
Yeah. I don't know. Would you, or would you have too much of like... would you be like too honorable?
I think if 20-year-old me and 21-year-old me met, they would just like get you a kiss or something.
Yeah, like the 21-year-old you would do like a bow and say, "I'm sorry, but you are not in the condition to fight me."
Also, 21-year-old me is Gus Fring.
Instead, I will give you a smooch.
So that answers it.
Yeah, we answered that question.
Uncle Scott.
Thanks, Gio. tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com if you have anything you want to send for us to read. And of course, email, not the only way you can contact us.
No way, there's more ways?
Yeah, if you go over to twitter.com, now owned by Elon Musk, you can find us over there at TV Tuners, where there's tons of great TV content.
Do we have to announce that it's owned by Elon Musk every time now?
Yeah, it's in the
he's
contract.
more likely to unban me if we do.
True. Yeah, and if you guys buy us roughly 7 coffees a month, we can afford to be verified.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll be official, and one of the few official podcasts.
There's only like one of those right now.
Yeah,
1
true.
or 0.
And we'll be 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you go over there at TV Tuners, tons of great content. But, of course, what we mainly use it for is we search the Twitter space for a tweet of the week and stare. I heard we got a good one.
No, all I could find was cool pictures of guts.
Okay.
Also, they're
Share
making a Friday the 13th prequel. I found that out. Series.
That sounds a prequel?
A prequel series called Camp Crystal Lake.
Is this like camp, like SpongeBob camp?
I guess.
Yeah, this is like an animated like kids show about Jason. So the prequel series would just be a bunch of people like bullying Jason?
I guess.
Why would I want to see that?
Sounds like something that's not worth watching.
Isn't the appeal of Friday the 13th to see Jason kill off a bunch of nondescript teenagers?
You can say the same about Batman and his adventures. But they made a prequel series nonetheless.
You mean like how he was in high school and all his villains were there in high school?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Even the Joker?
Joker was there. I think Joker is in Gotham, actually.
Oh,
Can you explain that to me, Swanson? Can you please explain that to me again?
Explain Gotham to you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like we do
Bruce
this every
Wayne's like a
week.
little kid, and all of his rogues gallery is just there as little kids as well. Not all of them are little kids, of course, because there's age differences, but I do remember Bane showed up at some point for some reason. I never watched Gotham, so I'm not really the authority here.
Why didn't you watch it? You're supposed to be a TV expert.
Because it looked like garbage.
Go on. That
I
doesn't seem to stop you at all.
I wasn't going to watch a show that looked like garbage.
Don't you have a whole series called Television Turmoil where you talk about things that aren't that good?
Aren't you paid to review bad TV shows? Isn't this your obligation to society, Swanson?
It used to be, but now people just buy me stuff to watch. but yeah, there's a lot of so I'm looking at the Gotham wiki page right now because Keo brought it up, and
Go on.
lot of villains, a lot of recurring villains here. So obviously you got Jim Gordon. Of course, he's like the lead character, I guess, because he can't be Bruce Wayne. Batman is wearing the bat suit in the series finale.
Okay.
So I guess he ages up. I guess he ages up at some point. Like maybe it's like a flash forward. I don't know. Alfred is of course in here.
Why?
Is Goku in there?
No Goku. The Penguin
Then I don't
is here.
care.
You're not really explaining this to me, Swanson. Like, how does this happen?
What do you?
What do you
what
mean?
do
They're all
You got-
doing shit. I don't know what you want from me.
You need to ask better questions, Keo.
Okay, how do the events of Gotham get filmed and produced on
Go on.
television?
Well, they thought, hey, here's a good idea. What if we did Batman, but it was before Batman? And they said, sure, why not? And then it did well enough to last 5 seasons.
Oh, I guess it must be good then.
Yeah, it's a good show. And what kind of technology did they use to produce this?
Watson.
Probably a camera.
True.
What else?
Ra's al Ghul is in the show in the 4th season, by the way.
Just a camera? That's it?
No, I bet there's a boom mic.
Probably, yeah. Anyway, this is that's 100 episodes of this show. 100 episodes, everybody.
Yeah, if you buy us, how many copies would that cost?
Nah.
That's
100
28
copies?
more episodes than Breaking Bad.
If you buy us 100 copies, we'll watch the whole series.
Please don't. I prefer you don't even buy us 1 coffee for this. Anyway, the show
1,000
started
copies.
off with the show was started in 2014 with an average of 7.5 million viewers and
True.
ended in 2019 with an average of 3.6 million viewers.
What?
True.
So I guess you could maybe blame that on the effects of cord cutting throughout the years, but also maybe the show was just not eye-catching enough.
I mean, I think a lot of shows dwindle like from their like initial. I mean, that's way more than I thought it was. 3 million.
Yeah,
Is that for the finale or just like the season average?
that was season 5's average.
Wow.
To be fair, 3 million this is a broadcast network. It was on Fox. So 3 million is like average at that point. I guess in 2019 that was actually really good.
It's mid.
Yeah, true. Anyway, I'm tuning out on this tweet that Stairmaster sent us because I don't want a prequel series about Jason.
I don't want any prequel series about anything ever.
True.
None of them have been good.
Not even Better Call Saul.
What about a prequel series to Char's Counterattack?
Nope.
Okay.
Isn't that just Zeta Gundam?
Although a lot of stuff happens in between, Swanson, that you might be a little curious about.
Okay. But only because I like Char. Would he come up with like a 3rd pseudonym? I guess 4th?
Yeah. Just so he can get his stuff set up without getting caught by the Federation.
Yeah.
He would. I'm glad Char became a good guy for good in Zeta Gundam. He was good.
His
Yeah,
name.
he never changed.
Hello, my name is Griffin Peter. I would like to buy 100 mobile suits. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sure thing. You're Griffin Peter, I'm Joe Moreau.
What? Is this a sting operation? Armoro's like Lundo Bell's in the background. Armoro's got a fake mustache on.
Yeah.
Why don't you come to the docking station?
And Char's like, does he know?
Yeah,
and then
let's try-
Amuro's like, does he know?
It's just some Zaku's with Hyzak heads on, and they're spray painted like gold.
Jomaro, where have I heard that name before?
So that answers
Yeah.
that question, Gio.
Yeah, tune out on this tweet.
Anyway, I have one last question to ask before we move on. What'd you guys watch?
Nope.
Anything fun, interesting?
Didn't watch nothing.
I didn't watch anything.
I'm not doing anything suspicious. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't watch anything. Just quit asking all these invasive questions about what I've been up to. I didn't do anything.
I've been watching Gundam: The Witch from Mercury.
Yeah, how's
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, you want to ask me about that? Huh?
Yeah,
Swanson did ask you about it. How was
How
it?
was it?
Oh, it's good.
Should I watch it?
Yes.
Should I watch it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad you didn't give us different answers to the question.
Yeah, like it would be good for me to watch, but not good for Keo to watch.
Kyo should watch it, but his girlfriend should not be in the room.
Oh, what about my
Swanson,
girlfriend?
you're okay. You're fine, but not.
Can you
Well-
can you expand on that?
Well, because Stairs realized that my girlfriend wouldn't be paying attention if anime was on the TV.
Because it's Haros. And they're not. I don't want them to frighten her. There are a lot of
Oh.
Haros in this one. I was starting to think that they secretly run society.
That'd be cool.
They don't even know like who Amuro is. How could they possibly run society?
Or maybe they do. Turns out this is like secretly in Universal Century.
Oh no.
Amuro invented the Haro robot.
Yeah, it's also
It's true,
takes
that's
place.
what Origin taught us.
I thought Origin taught us the opposite. And then I
It was
found
true,
out.
Origin retconned it, actually.
And then I turned out I think I just made it up that Armor invented Haro.
You made that
I
up?
think that's just some bullshit I read somewhere that has no.
I don't
Factual
know.
basis.
It seems like Haro is something he created in the original one.
It does seem like that.
And then they just decided that it was something that was manufactured. Well, because in Zeta, it seems like it's been manufactured at some point.
Yeah, by the Amuro Corporation.
No. According to the Gundam fandom wiki, Haro was originally a mascot robot released by the Sun Corporation in Universal Century 078. It later became the mascot of the Colony Public Corporation and served as a narrator for the Colony Public Corporation's orientation videos for space colonists.
God. Imagine getting oriented by fucking a Haro. Imagine watching a video with a Haro telling you that unions are bad.
Unions are not good for the workers.
Welcome to Anaheim Electronics.
If anyone at Anaheim Electronics asks you about joining a union, shoot them immediately.
Report them to
Do you
Lundo.
really want to pay union dues?
That could be a vacation.
And it's a Haro, like, in space, like, living, like, a dream, like, on a colony.
It's in a space suit. It's in a normal suit.
Imagine how many lunches you could buy with that money.
If you hear your co-workers talking about unions, report them to Lundo Bell or Manhunter.
Remember, employees shall not share wage information with each other.
Your salary is top secret.
Anyway, so that's a tune in on Witch of Mercury.
Yeah, which from? Not of.
Witch from Mercury.
Which for Mercury?
No.
Let's see. What do I want to talk about that I watched? I'll start with the good thing.
Oh, you watched the bad thing this week?
Two bad things.
All right, let's get through the good thing and get to the bad, good stuff.
I watched The Big Lebowski.
Nice.
It's still good.
That's like your movie ritual.
It's really it's.
Isn't it?
It's one of my favorite movies. Yeah. It still holds up. Still good. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't hold up. It's almost timeless in the way it is. One of the funniest movies of all time. I watched it. I watched it for an article I was writing. That'll probably be up by the time this comes out. But yeah, still kicks ass.
Is it for your top 10 lamest movies article?
Yeah, I put it at number 1. It's not funny.
You didn't even get a chuckle out of me. The humor is dated.
But no, it's really good. I think one of the things I noticed this time that I really enjoy is how much of the script is just the dude repeating dialogue that he's heard other characters say.
That's fun.
Just like me, for real, for real.
There's there from scene to scene, he'll just repeat something that someone said to him in the last scene to someone else, and act like it's an original idea he came up with.
What was the dude's favorite drink? It was like eggnog?
No, it was a White Russian, which is coffee liqueur with vodka and milk.
Eggnog, okay.
But he used half and half instead of milk.
What a powerful figure.
Truly. Also, I used to always think that the dude was like an actually good detective. He's not super interested in actually doing detective work, and the movie punishes him each time he does do detective work in the movie. Like, there are numerous points where he's like doing some mildly good detective work, and then it just ends up being a dead end.
Yeah, he should stay in his own lane.
But yeah, great movie. Now to the bad stuff. I finished watching She-Hulk. The new Marvel program. It's not bad per se. It just wasn't good.
That's what we call bad.
Yes.
I don't know. It was trying to do something mildly different, so I guess that's nice. But it wasn't.
Swanson.
It was not funny.
Oh, my dad was laughing nonstop.
Okay, me saying it wasn't funny is a little harsh. It's mildly funny every now and again. But it is 9 episodes long. So that's a long time for them to not have a whole lot of funny.
We can't give them credit for doing something slightly different. You can't do it.
Okay, you're right. But I will give them credit for actually managing to make one of their Marvel TV shows feel like a TV show. Instead of just a long movie.
Swanson, you're upsetting me with this.
Is that really so impressive, considering that Marvel movies feel like TV shows that are really long?
No, I'm just saying that, like, for once, one of these Marvel TV shows is like an actual episodic thing, which was nice, I guess. I just wish it was funny. Daredevil does show up though.
Like the Daredevil from the Netflix series?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I thought they killed him IRL.
Does Goku show up?
Goku does not show up, but Daredevil does show up, and in the same episode, him and She-Hulk do fuck.
Is that a joke?
No, I mean, they literally have
legitimate sex has occurred.
Is it hot?
Well, no, you don't see anything. I'm just saying, because it's a Marvel show, but they do have...
They don't show... It's not like a full graphical
I mean, you see their
scene.
clothes on the floor. I guess that's as close as you can get in a Marvel show.
Oh,
and Daredevil does do the walk of shame with his super suit on the next day, which is funny.
Okay.
But otherwise, there's a couple other people who show up that I don't really care about. Daredevil was really the main person who shows up. That was cool.
Why do they have
the Hulk
sex?
is also
Can you explain why people have sex, Swanson?
Yeah.
Because it's good.
It's good?
Yeah, it's like enjoyable.
No.
So true.
Yeah. It's one of Earth's most basic pleasures.
I tried it once, and it was okay.
Sounds like you did it wrong.
Yeah, let me show you. Turn off the microphone, Swanson.
Okay.
All right, and we're back, and that was amazing.
Yeah, his life's changed. Kyo came twice.
Unfortunately, I failed to come.
Stairmaster showed me this game, and I couldn't last for a minute.
True.
Yeah, and if you're over the age of 25 and own a PC, you must play this game.
But no, it wasn't great. The finale is like So throughout the show, she breaks the fourth wall every now and again. And then in the finale, she literally breaks through the fourth wall.
Oh, yeah, I heard
And,
about
like,
that. It sounded cringe.
and goes and like confronts an algorithmic robot named Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Like Kevin Feige, the guy who runs Marvel.
But it's not the real Kevin Feige. They didn't even get him.
No. And it was
Kevin 5G? Is that
Kevin
what you're saying?
5G. Yeah, that's right. The conspiracies are real. And we can say that now because we will not be banned from Twitter. But yeah, they have like a conversation about how all Marvel stuff ends the same. And it's, I don't know, it's a lot of things to just throw in there for your finale.
It's like End of Evangelion, but shit.
Yeah, kinda. But hey, Daredevil was in it for a little bit, and that was cool. Also, She-Hulk does get it on frequently.
Good for her.
With multiple people.
I'm glad someone does.
Yeah, like, it's more shocking just because there's so little of that happening in the Marvel Universe. Even Iron Man becomes a committed, like, person. Even, like, the first movie, he's a bachelor, and then every time afterwards, he's literally, like, a married man.
AKA a nerd.
True.
Sicko.
Yeah. It's true. But yes, so that's refreshing, I guess, is that this show is also occasionally it's like a law show.
Occasionally.
But Bob Odenkirk is not in it, so.
Guys, can you tell Michael Myers to stop reflecting the kitchen light into my eyes with his knife?
No, we've tried that in the past.
You've interacted with him historically?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Stairs good friends with him. That's how we got him on.
Well, that's reassuring because that means that implies that he won't kill us.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the show. So, She-Hulk, another pile of shit. No worthwhile factors.
I mean, I am going to say tune out. I did not enjoy it that much.
You heard
Maybe
it here,
just watch
folks.
the next to last episode where Daredevil's in it.
Did you watch Tales of the Jedi?
No.
Okay.
I haven't watching Andor, though, but I'm going to save that conversation for another episode.
We're not ready for that conversation.
No, because I was going to talk about how fucking good it is. Anyway, but we'll save that for another time because I have a conversation for us to have here, Stare, about a movie I watched that involves a guy who is in our kitchen right now.
Oh, yeah, right.
I watched Halloween Ends, and
Baffling.
by God, did it end?
Oh, I thought you were talking about our personal chef. Okay.
Oh no, Kevin? No, he's back there somewhere. Not Kevin Feige. This is Kevin Five Guy.
So Halloween Ends, a.k.a. Scream.
Yeah. Halloween Ends, a.k.a. Bad Scream.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so when you hear the movie Halloween, what are you expecting to see?
Pumpkin?
Yeah,
Okay. What else?
Leaves.
Jack-o'-lantern?
That contains a pumpkin.
Pumpkin
What else do you want to
seeds.
see? When you see your Halloween movie, who's like the guy you think of?
Jack Skellington?
No, that's
Okay,
the Nightmare
he's also
Before
not in it.
Christmas.
But Michael Myers is barely in this movie, which is not. I mean, everyone has been saying that, but like, I guess on
He's
one
barely
hand,
in
like,
this podcast.
no, he's here.
Yeah.
He's actually
like-
in this
well, he-
podcast more than he's in the movie Halloween Ends.
He hasn't really been participating at all.
Well, it's sort of like the first Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Don't wor-
Keo, do you want him to participate?
I would like to hear him talk. to
Oh,
me
so you're
about-
like the guy in Halloween 2018.
Yeah, that doesn't end well, Keo.
Does he like egg him on, like saying,
Yes,
"Hey,
he's
get
like,
your
say
talk?"
something.
Yeah,
And then Michael Myers steps on his head and crushes it.
yeah.
Hmm. But yeah, I'm getting really nonchalant about
Yeah.
Michael Myers being here. So
Well, I'm glad that your fear is subsiding.
So, do you want to talk about how
it's
weird
gone.
that love angle is?
So,
What
Kyoran, let me go for Keo's sake. Let me go through the story arc so far of one Laurie Strode, aka the final girl in the Halloween movie. So, Halloween night,
Did she die?
1978. Michael Myers kills a bunch of her friends and then vanishes.
Okay.
Then he gets apprehended, I think. Is it the same night?
Yes. Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Loomis shoots him.
He gets put in a mental institution, and for the next, 40 years, she's, a survivalist who's, who's planning if he ever escapes. So then 40 years later, he does finally escape, and she thinks she killed him, but it turns out he did not get killed, and he kills a bunch of people in the town, and then also his daughter. Her daughter. So then, 3 years after that, she's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't she? Shouldn't she be broken?
No, she's okay. She got over it. She's writing a book about it. It's okay.
Isn't he on the loose still after that?
No,
Yeah.
he's in the sewers. So nobody
he
cares.
is still on the loose. No one knows where he is.
So he's on the loose, and he could come back any moment, and she's okay. She's just like, all right.
She's fine.
If I were her, I'd be trying to get a nuke or something.
No, she's fine. She's writing a book.
I think Trump would send in the National Guard if Halloween kills happened.
Michael Myers is on the loose. I've been told he gets stronger every time he kills. A lot of people can say that.
Everyone's saying it.
So let's see what happens. Let's see what he can kill. Can he kill a nuke?
Well, I say...
We're trying to figure out the secret behind his power. I'm gonna observe him with my Sharingan eyes.
Folks, evil dies tonight. Yeah, but this movie takes place during the Biden administration.
Yeah, so totally different approach.
Come on.
There's Michael Myers out there. We're gonna find him.
Oh, come on, Mike. Leave her alone. Leave her alone.
Leave the girl alone, Mike. Come on.
It's America. We don't kill people like that here.
Oh, I'm bringing back jobs to Haddonfield. But yeah, he is residing in the sewer, and I wanted to talk about the love story real quick, so I want to bring this up. So her granddaughter is still alive, so she's living with her granddaughter.
And the granddaughter falls in love with Michael Myers.
No, the granddaughter falls in love with Corey.
So this movie opens with this guy, Corey, babysitting this annoying little shit
Okay.
who will not go to bed. And lures Corey into the closet of their house and locks him in there. And then taunts him. And then Corey kicks down the door to get out. And the kid is standing right in front of the door and is flung over a balcony and falls 3 stories to his death right as the parents arrive home.
That death was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, and the parents arrive and look up and they're like, "What have you done?"
Yeah.
And then you get the Halloween title card. That's a few years later and everyone in the town hates him.
Corey did nothing wrong.
Justice for Corey. Folks, today I'm announcing that when I am president again in 2024, I will be pardoning
Giving Corey the Presidential Medal of Honor.
Yeah, but now Corey's
Corey
like
did nothing wrong.
Corey's like the 20-year-old man being harassed by teenagers on the street.
Yeah. And Laurie Strode sees this Corey guy, and she's like, you would be a great match for my granddaughter. And Laurie's granddaughter sees Corey and is immediately like, you and I, we're gonna fuck.
He sort of looks like the guy from Lonely Island.
It's gotta be stated how bad the dialogue is in this movie, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead, King.
It's so, every character talks like... So, every character who is not one of the 3 we've mentioned so far acts like no one who's ever lived. Like, Laurie Strode is in the grocery store at one point, and a lady comes up to her and is like, "You see that lady over there?
That's
my sister. And she got murdered. She almost got murdered by Michael Myers thanks to you.
And now she can't talk no more."
Yeah, and Laurie's just like, "What? Huh? huh? She's like, it's all your fault. And I don't know what message the writers are trying to make here, but the entire town of Haddonfield hates Laurie because of Michael Myers, I guess.
This is a good movie.
No.
Is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not... I mean, I gave it the same score as I gave Halloween Kills, and I don't know which one of those two is worse.
I mean, Halloween Kills has kills in it.
This has kills in it.
I guess.
He kills that one DJ and cuts his tongue off. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That DJ who is kind of a jerk but doesn't really get expanded upon.
No,
Why?
He's just the guy who's a jerk for some... Well, that's the thing. All these people in the town are just assholes for no reason. So it turns out Michael Myers was actually right to genocide the town in the last movie.
So he was a hero.
Yeah.
Why didn't he get the death penalty?
Because he's already dead. And he was also insane.
No, I mean, why didn't he get the death penalty in the first place when he
Do
killed
they
a bunch
have the
of
death
people?
penalty in Illinois?
Yeah, but he's insane. He's medically insane.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It wouldn't have mattered.
Is he? I thought he was just pure evil.
He's diagnosed evil.
That's
that is
not
true.
that is,
No, that's what
Okay,
Dr. Loomis diagnosed him as evil.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. What psychiatric excuse does he have to kill people? To get off for insanity, it would imply that you have no clue that what you did was wrong.
well, nobody knows what's going on in that head of his. That's why we brought him on tonight.
Well, let's
true.
ask him. Why do you kill people? Hey, why do you kill people?
He's walking away now. I guess he's gone.
Maybe we upset him.
So what else? Is there anything else I need to mention about Halloween Ends?
No, I think we covered all
There's
of
an
the
old
parts
guy
that were
trying to
bad.
fuck Laurie Strode.
Oh, yeah. That's not important.
Not important.
All you need to know is that this movie barely has Michael Myers.
Yeah, Corey
Michael
steals
Myers
the
in
mask from Michael Myers. It says he's just a man in a Halloween costume.
So that's a tune in?
Yeah.
it. No, it's a tune out. The movie was bad.
I think you should watch
Is
it,
that-
Keo.
Is it time for our main event?
Is it?
That's right. It's time for our main event, and we're going to talk about Berserk. Now that we've recapped the majority of Halloween Ends for Keo Rain.
I mean, you talked about it, but I still don't have any understanding of it.
Yeah.
I don't think watching it would help you any, Keo.
I think you gotta watch it to complete the hat trick now.
He hasn't watched any of them. What hat trick?
Oh, I mean, I watched it. I talked about it last week. You talked about it this week, and now next week Keo can talk about it.
Right, without watching any of the other two movies. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't. It doesn't sound like there's much of substance in any of these movies, based on what you told me.
Nope.
Well, the first one is very scary.
The first one's good.
The first one's iconic, one might say.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know
it's
about all that.
iconic, but it doesn't seem like it has any substance to it. Like I need to watch it to understand the following one.
No, I mean, unless you mean the original movie. Is that what you meant there?
Yeah, that's what I
By
meant.
the first one? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you should watch that one.
I mean, I should watch it because it's good, not because I need to understand any of the other movies, right?
Yeah.
No, because there's not much to understand about the original movie other than Michael Myers is out and he's going to start killing people.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a movie where there's a guy who kills.
It's
That's
true.
it.
And you are saying this.
True. But there's a good synth soundtrack, and also it's really good and scary.
I don't want to be scared. I want to be happy.
You could be scared and happy.
Not at the same time.
I don't know.
What if you're at an
Why-
amusement park?
Yeah.
Like when you go on a roller coaster, you feel happy during like the plunge, or do you feel scared?
A little bit.
I'm smiling.
I'm like,
You feel
ah.
like you're feeling like just joy.
I'm
No,
going
I'm
down. The roller coaster's going down, and I'm going, wee!
Yeah, one might say it's a thrill.
Now, that's not happy though. That's like,
It's enjoyable.
Saying I'm not happy when I'm going, wee!
Do you go wee when you're going down?
Yeah, I
Roller
raise
coaster.
my hands in the air and I go, wee!
I think like once you if it's like a fun roller coaster that's not scary, you can go wee. But like,
if it's a scary roller coaster, you're just crying.
You're just like, you're screaming because you feel like you're about to die.
Yeah, if you're a baby.
No, I mean, the
if
whole
you're
point
a gay
of a
little baby.
The whole point of a roller coaster like that is to give you the illusion of like legitimate danger.
The way of the roller coaster is found through dying.
So that you feel genuine terror as you as you plunge towards your supposed death, but it's like you're fine because, you know, it was safe all along.
Yeah, it was good. Anyway, it's sort of like watching Berserk.
I don't feel happy at all when I'm watching Berserk.
I feel like Berserk is more like a Ferris wheel.
Expand on that.
Like if you're riding it like at night and you can see the cities.
You see the city.
Yeah,
and
you're
like,
at the top and you can see all the lights, the night sky.
And you can see like a person getting raped on a rooftop somewhere.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Can't.
What?
Bad.
What? I'm not even exaggerating.
I just meant like this melancholic feel. Like this vibe.
You're really downplaying the amount of really messed up stuff that's beyond melancholic you see in Berserk.
I mean, in one episode this week, there's a lot of sexual stuff. Look,
yeah,
okay.
True.
I think all of them did.
It begs the question. So the last episode we watched this week does have 2 instances of people being almost forced to have sex and forced to have sex. And it begs the question of, if that was also part of Guts' backstory, why didn't they include that?
I know, that's what we're saying. Why'd they do that?
Like, I would get it if they cut out all 3 instances.
Well,
But they didn't.
The weird thing is that you only see Casca's actual assault. Griffith's is entirely off screen, and Guts is removed from the show. So I think it's just the director having unconscious ideological bias.
Yeah, some kind of sicko.
But we'll get to that in a little bit, of course. The first episode we watched, titled Nobleman.
Not for long.
Yeah, soon he'll be no man. Because he'll be dead. So yeah, we see Julius and he's abusing his son. I like, what I like about Berserk is that right around the time where a character is about to get murdered, they have him do some shit that's like real heinous. So you can be like, oh, it's already got killed.
This guy was already a jerk, but now he's taking his anger out on his 8-year-old son in sword practice.
Yeah, so that when Guts kills him, we're like, oh, okay.
He's like the most delicate boy you can imagine.
Yeah.
This
is a boy that's made out of like out of like mud.
He's like a literal doll, basically.
Yeah, his son is essentially a Russian nesting doll.
He sort of looks like Griffith, but blonde.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, so Guts is watching this, and it's like, oh, this reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah. And the guy's like, all right, well, you're clearly weak, so I'm going away. And Julius is like hanging out in his chambers, and Guts eventually shows up, and he doesn't even hesitate to kill this dude.
Yeah, Julius tries to grab his sword, but that's not going to help.
No.
He's fucking dead.
He's no match.
No, the dude didn't stand a chance. He doesn't even get a chance to grab his sword, I don't think, before he's cut down by Guts.
I think he does grab it, but it's
What's
useless.
he gonna do?
Yeah. And speaking of barely hesitating, the child walks into the room and Guts is just like, time to kill you, sorry kid.
And then he's like, oh god, what have I done?
Yeah.
Immediately after.
But, I mean, Guts doesn't even have a moment of thinking about it. He just does it.
Well, yeah, because he's been trained all of his life to kill people without hesitating.
He also panics because he can't be caught doing this, or
yes.
it's going to be a really bad situation.
True.
Which is why he
Yeah.
also kills all the guards. But anyways, yeah, he's like, oh no, I'm so sorry, and like holds the kid's hand while he's bleeding to death.
He seems to not really understand for a moment that this kid is definitely dead.
Also, Guts is not. I always think it's very funny that Griffith sent Guts to do this because Guts is not who I would consider to be an assassin.
Yeah, I would probably have sent Rickard, but
Yeah,
I feel like if Rickard got caught, he couldn't have fought his way out like Guts did.
true.
And also, Rickard probably would have hesitated to kill Child. Maybe.
100%. Yeah, Guts is the only one who would have done all of this. But yeah, Guts slaughters a bunch of guards and
Like, the kid's caretaker comes by and sees that the child's dead. He's like, oh god.
yeah.
He died without ever experiencing joy.
He pretty much, he's like, this kid has never had a happy moment in his life and he's dead.
Oh, the dub said that he never got to enjoy the love of his father.
True. Also true.
Yeah. And Guts escapes through the sewer.
He kills half a
And,
dozen men before getting shot with an arrow.
Yeah. Before he takes one thing of like, before he takes one arrow to his arm and that's it.
It's huge biceps.
Yeah. And he's hanging out in the sewer and he decides he has a daddy issue dream.
Probably because he just murdered both his...
A small boy reminded him himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a dream where a big demon guy is attacking Gambino. So then, or he kills Gambino and then the big demon guy kills him. What could it mean? Is he the demon guy? Maybe that's why his face is on it at the end. Anyway, meanwhile, Griffith's having a party.
He's having a party.
Just hanging out. Hanging out.
Hanging out with the nobles. Having ourselves a party. But yeah, he's at this get together for... Is this like a ball that like...
I guess, yeah.
Charlotte's having or something?
Yeah, rich people love having balls.
It's true.
They're like commiserating that the army's going to march off tomorrow.
Yeah, and he's hanging out at this ball. And some of the guys are like talking to him. They're like, we're glad that assassination attempt didn't we're glad you
From
didn't get
last
killed in
week.
that assassination attempt. We almost lost an important asset.
An important... Yeah. Our entire military situation would be fucked without you, Griffith.
And Griffith's like, oh, well, I'm not as important as the princess, of course. Blah, blah, blah.
And the princess blushes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the bar, the tavern, the rest of the Band of the Hawk is just vibing. And Casca's like, where the fuck is Guts?
Yeah, she's like, Guts hasn't been fucking doing anything this whole day.
We were going to play Words with Friends.
And he completely bailed. He never even played one game.
Yeah, and then Guts kicks down the door and sort of just stumbles in a stupor. He's got the 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, and she notices that something's up. And
Yeah, she yells at him, but kind of trails off.
He's like, where's Griffith? And she's like, he's at some fancy party. And he says, he leaves.
Like, I need to talk to Griffith.
Where's Griffith? I need Griffith.
I've had a rough day. I need to talk to
I need
Griffith.
him to comfort me.
Yeah. And Casca stops him from just interrupting Griffith's moment with Princess Charlotte.
You're gonna cockblock him.
Yeah. Instead, let's watch from afar.
Yeah. And then Griffith gives us an inspirational speech
Yeah,
that
Griffith breaks in-
totally ruins Guts' self-worth.
It just shakes Guts to his actual core.
Yeah,
Griffith breaks in the song all of a sudden and starts singing "A dream is a wish your sword makes."
No.
Very strange.
So yeah, Griffith, he tells Charlotte he came up with an answer for the question he asked her. She asked him last week about why men engage in bloodshed so much. And he goes into this spiel about his dream. And this segues into him talking about what a friend would be. And it would be someone
And
who
basically
is involved.
he basically says, Guts is not my friend.
He says
He also
in a
says
different way.
Guts is not my equal.
yeah, he says a
essentially.
friend would be someone who's his equal, who's pursuing their own dream. And it's subordinate to his own. And Gus is just like, oh god. My life has been a lie.
It's like, I thought I was Griffith's best friend, but he just said, like, I'm not at all.
Friendship with Guts ended. Now no one is my new friend.
And that's where the episode ends, with him just being with everyone.
No, we have that scene with the advisor guy.
Oh, the minister.
Yeah, where the minister goes up to Guts and he's like, or Griffith.
No, Griffith. It's like, hey, that was crazy. The assassination on your life.
Yeah.
I heard Julius might be responsible. That'd be crazy, huh?
And Griffith says it's an interesting theory, which is very funny.
A lot of unpleasant stuff happens at the court, and Griffith's like, well, I'll keep it outside. I'll keep it away from the court. Which the minister did not catch on at all, I noticed.
And the minister is like, well, he probably didn't think it was me. I definitely have covered my tracks really well. He's essentially having the same thought process that Julius had last week.
Yeah, and then he looks down the hallway and Griffith is giving him the death stare.
Yeah, same death stare.
He gave Julius.
And then he just leaves. And that is pretty much where the episode ends. And we get into our second episode here, titled Battle Engagement. And I mean, it's accurate. That's what happens.
Yeah, you got the two armies. Well,
yeah.
We start off with the army mustering outside the castle.
Yeah, the army's getting ready to leave, and Princess Charlotte is... Straight people be like, here, take this man stone, and I'll keep my woman stone.
This weird Wiccan Celtic wicker man.
And Griffith's like, I can't possibly take your man stone
without
giving it back to you later.
And she swoons.
Yeah.
How romantic.
And then
what a guy.
And then the queen shows up and molds about this.
Yes. Yeah.
Basically slut-shames Charlotte.
She's like, did you know that he's a commoner? Did you notice that?
Did you know that he's essentially poor and we're very rich?
I don't care that he's more handsome and elegant than any woman.
Yeah, and her mother's like, harumph. And it's wartime.
Yeah, Guts is riding on horseback while he's just contemplating events of last.
Yeah, there's like at least 3 moments in this episode where it just plays back Griffith being like, no one is truly my equal. And Guts is just thinking about it over and over again. Essentially, it's like Guts is trudging along killing people, and he's hearing like, Dan'l plan.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pivotal moment for Guts, and he's not going to forget it.
Yeah, the war's going on. So I had to look on the wiki to make sure this was the same dude, because
yeah, it's Adon.
Adon acts completely fucking different in this episode than he has before.
What do you mean? You mean
he's like usually a goofball, but he shows up to Casca and he just starts busting out casual medieval sexism is like actually threatening.
Well, he's only threatening because Casca's got a stomach ache.
Yeah,
or sickle cell anemia, something.
She has a stomach ache. Is this what it's like, Sarah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like there's like a mid-tier fighter coming after you, and your stomach hurts, so you can't really fight him off properly. Yeah, and he's
like, her. Women don't deserve to be on the battlefield. Let me show you how a man does it. And so they start fighting, and he still barely beats her. Even when she's like essentially half of a fighter. And
she got whatever disease.
He pushes her to like the edge of a cliff, and he's like, well, you could surrender. And
you could be mine.
Yeah. And Guts shows up and is like, hey, not cool.
And we get this Fist of the North Star moment.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Guts shows up and reveals that he's a feminist ally.
For the moment.
He pushes Adon back and then hits him with the sword and breaks his helmet and it hits him again, just knocks him off the horse. And then Guts turns around and is like, "Hey, you're not fighting like normal. What the fuck's up?" Also, I had this in my notes. I wanted to mention that Guts shows up and he's like, "I'm just here to swing my sword, man." He's like, "I'm trying to distract myself, bro, and you seem like a good distraction."
Yeah.
But he gets hit with an arrow, and him and Casca tumble over the edge of the cliff into the water.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh shit, those were the only two good fighters we have, other than Griffith." And Griffith wants to go looking for them.
Moves this week.
It's true, he does. Griffith wants to send people to go after them, and some of the other people there are like, "No, don't do that. They're only two of our most skilled fighters."
You can't show favoritism.
Yeah, so he doesn't. But yeah, Guts and Casca survive. He drags her with her armor and his into a clearing, and
into a cave.
He finds a cave, and he's like, "Wow, she's burning up. I remember one time I was burning up, and she laid next to me, nude. So I'm gonna do that, but I'm not gonna be nude." And so he warms her up, He says at some point, and this is when he truly becomes feminist ally Guts. He says, "Being a woman's hard." It doesn't last long.
True. Yeah, he reverts to calling her irrational and
hysterical. Literally, the next episode, he calls her all of those things in the first minute. But yeah, the last episode we watched, I feel like we're breezing through this, but I guess it's fine.
I think it's more of a vibes episode than a plot detail episode.
Very true. And the vibes are, I need to say, immaculate in these episodes. Some great vibes going on here as far as Berserk goes. Shame about the last episode in terms of vibes.
Oh, well, this reminds you of what a hell world the medieval early modern period was.
So the last episode titled "Two People,"
or Together.
True. And so Casca wakes up and she's none too pleased about the situation. She says the last person she wanted to have save her life is Guts.
Why couldn't it have been Pippin?
He's trustworthy. A dude of Pippin's size? There's no way he's surviving that fall.
Oh.
He'd sink like a stone.
He would bounce off the river. He would compress.
He would bounce off the river and they would land right back on top of the cliff.
He'd land on top of Adon.
It'd be great. But yeah.
Okay, well, as good as Guts is, if Pippin had been fighting Adon instead, he would have killed Adon right then and there.
Yeah.
Like that, true. His weapon would have gone through his skull and not just the arm.
Guts is too concerned with Casca to kill Adon. Normally, he probably would have just murdered that dude when he was on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Because he just walks away from him.
Yeah, well, if Pippin had done that move to Adon, he would have broke his skull because he's so strong.
Yeah. But Casca's not happy with Guts. And she's trying to beat him up. She throws a knife at his head.
Yeah, that's a little out of pocket.
Yeah. That's pretty much what he says. He's like, "Listen, all right, I've had enough. You threw a knife at my head." And eventually she calms down and decides to tell him about her shitty life. So we get most of this episode's Casca flashback with how she came to be part of Griffith's whole team.
Barren village.
Yeah, Hell World. Everyone lives in fucking Hell World.
There's the soil is shit, and they live in the middle of the war zone.
Yeah. And at some point, a nobleman, like, takes her in, but it's mainly just because he wants to use her. And don't worry, we'll get all of that. Literally.
Well,
Yeah, it's not fun.
He gets stopped, so I don't know if we get all that, but we do get to see her dress rip open.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit much.
Like I said, we don't get to see Guts molested or Griffith.
Yeah.
We do get to see this in more detail than anything else.
So shame on the director.
And
shame.
Griffith shows up and he's like, "You think you're a nobleman? That makes you some kind of god?" And Casca says that he looked divine, which is a double entendre.
I would say his features are angelic.
His features are angelic, but also he's hot, is what she means.
Yes. I would also
she says,
say that
"Oh
he's
my
hot.
god, he's hot!"
He's not the
Anyway,
only
how
one who
old is
thinks
Griffith
that.
supposed to be?
I don't know.
Because he looks like he's, 18 in this. And this is Casca when she's 10.
15, I think.
But Casca is significantly younger than she is now.
Yeah.
And Guts looks only mildly younger. Or Griffith, I mean.
I think this is only a few years before. I think this is only 1 or 2 years before they meet Guts.
Maybe. I don't know. Apparently she's grown up.
She's grown quite a bit since that flashback, for sure.
To look more like a adult. But
for
yeah,
certain.
Griffith's throws his sword down and is like, "Well, if you want to do something about it, now's your chance." And either he stabs himself or she stabs the nobleman. She can't really tell.
Matter.
But he's dead. And Griffith's like, "Well, if you want to come with us, that's your choice, really. But do you?" Which is a very noble way of recruiting child soldiers.
Well, she offers to join him. He doesn't even ask her to. So it's more
That's
like
true.
Casca played herself.
Yeah.
Well, where was she supposed to go anyway?
Yeah, back to her village, where everyone's starving or being murdered by soldiers.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
And so she joins up with them, and they're going around, they're fighting. Griffith decides that his best course is to team up with a pederast.
Well, a rich pederast.
Yeah, I mean that's the reason. And he has a bunch of vassals that are children. It's cool.
Kevin
What a cool
Spacey
thing.
moment.
Top 10 Kevin Spacey moments. Yeah, and so he at one point Casca sees Griffith in the guy, with the guy, and she's like, that's horrifying. And later Griffith's like, "Hey, don't mind me, I'm just taking a bath, why don't you come join me?" Which I guess he did the same thing that Guts, so I guess it's just
also he's
thing
unable to look Casca in the eye.
Yes. And Casca's like...
and furiously scrubbing himself.
Casca's like, "So you just let that happen and stuff?" And he's like, "Well, he's rich. He's rich and I need the money, and also,
when you say it like that, Swanson, you make it sound like Casca's being like, he made you suck?
Well, did he?
I don't think Griffith had a choice. I feel like there's structural forces in play here.
Yeah, probably. But yes,
I would say Griffith was also raped.
Griffith is scrubbing himself to the point that he's bleeding, and he's talking about his dreams and whatnot. And Casca's like, "And then Guts came along.
And
big old Guts with his big, strong arms."
And she points out that Griffith actually asked Guts to join, unlike her.
Yeah. And she's like, "And now I'll never be Guts. I'll never be Griffith's friend." And Guts is like, "Same."
And these random bozos show up to interrupt this. Because they're
these
getting really
random
close
bozos.
physically.
These bozos show up and they're like, "Hey, listen, hey, we're gonna find their bodies because we'll get a reward anyway." And Griffith's like, or Guts is like, "Hey, take this medicine that I have, and go. I'm gonna go murder these guys. Bye."
That's the end of the episode.
Yeah. So I guess we'll have to wait next week to see if he murders anybody.
He won't.
Yeah, it's very unbecoming of Guts to murder somebody. It's
He's
not really
a
his
peaceful
style.
guy.
Yeah, these guys just kill him.
He likes when people get along.
Yeah, he says, all
"Come
about
on,
peace.
guys. Come on, guys. Come on.
Hey, let's figure it out together."
So
Let's get a good dialogue going. See if we can figure this out together.
oh, come on, guys. Hey, come in, Guts. Come on.
So that's a tune-in for me. Absolute Kino this week.
Yeah.
That's a tune in.
We did not need
was
to
good.
see Casca's dress get torn open.
No.
There was
Correct.
no need for that. We got what's going on, Mr.
I got
Director.
the idea in general.
Especially since you were already showing us, like, Casca pretty much naked the entire time anyway. Unnecessary.
Not
But
needed.
that aside, I'm going to give it a tune-in. Good couple episodes this week.
We
Looks
love
like
to
Berserk
see
is...
children getting murdered.
Yeah,
After
it's
a life
surprising
of
that the
misery.
least upsetting thing this week was actually the child murder. But yeah.
We're in a tragic land here in the world of Berserkos.
Yeah, I'm glad that we don't live like this.
For now.
You think we'll return to the land of Berserk?
Probably.
Alright.
Probably.
Outlook bad right now.
And that's a tune in on Berserk. And listen, that'll about do it for this week's episode of the show. Do we have anything?
Wait, I think Michael Myers has something to say.
Oh, he's coming towards us.
Hey, Michael, what's up? What? No!
Oh God! Oh Jesus!
Stare, no!
God!
Stare!
Well, I guess that's it for this week's episode of the show. Run, Kyo, run!
I'm running! I'm running! Hey, I got away.
It's over.
Hey folks, time for the TV Tuners Fact of the Week. Did you know that Stairmaster is vulnerable to knife wounds?